forces are under attack.
Should you become a nuisance, I'll kill you myself.
Hey there, StarCraft fans, it's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Remastered. Today it's going to be a newcomer to SSL and ASL. It is NoeL, taking on the terrifying Zerg player Soma here on Radeon. Bottom right, it's going to be Soma, and in the top left, it's going to be NoeL. He's part of the Wiko clan, which you may have noticed in the SSL group stages from SSL 1. And yeah, he's an up-and-coming player. He's trying to break into the elite level of StarCraft, and RGB has a lot of games with him where he shows up and does very well against well-known players, just like Tengu. So we're going to introduce you here to NoeL today, and I've got some more replays as well. So we're going to do another one this week and maybe one next week, and slowly introduce you to NoeL. And we will see if he wins an SSL someday, or whatever they rebrand it to in 10 years, right? So Terry the Overlord moving out. That's right, Terry. This is Radeon. You're going to go over in space here in a minute, but you're a gas bag. So you're not going to fall down. You're floating anyway. Not that gravity means anything when you're in space. I don't know. Does, like, space platforms generate their own gravity? Or are they big enough that they generate gravity naturally because of their mass? Aha! That's a question. Rax coming in here from NoeL, not going command center first or anything. I'm not sure if he knows this is Soma or not. This, like a straight up barcode Smurf name, yeah, you can't tell who that is. But you know how Flash has a little V at the end of his, so you know it's him. And Soma might have these 1-1s that indicate it's him if you know who it is, right? Anyway, hatch first in here at about 12 or 11 supply, no big deal. It's a big 4-player map. Going hatch first is the safest thing to do. Okay, no, it's not. Pool first is definitely safer, but holy smokes, did you catch last week action going for pool against scan? I cannot believe that game, and it went for another 30 minutes. So if you want to see a 4 pool in 2024 from professional players like Action, check out that game. It was a great one. If you want a link to it, let me know. I'll read your comment. I read everyone's comment, anyone ever makes on the channel. Some people have gone so far as to go to my very first video on my channel where I am casting myself playing Hearthstone, and it's terrible and it's bad, but you got to start somewhere, right? And they leave a comment and they're like, Falcon won't see this, and then I do, and I respond. Anyway, yeah, not big enough where I can't, I guess is the whole point. So, love you guys. Thanks for watching StarCraft, and you're the best. Yep, drone gets in there. I did not get deep enough to see if there was a command center there or not. He really wants to, but that Marine... I mean, the Marine indicates it's not a command center first because there wouldn't be a Marine out. So, derp. But seeing when it is going down is nice. Is this a 2 racks, a 3 racks before expand? No, it's a 1 racks before expand. Here from NoeL, first 100 gas is going to a lair. Feels safe enough to do that. Does not need to go right into metabolic boost by any stretch of the imagination. What's going on? I watched... Oh, Rebel Ridge is a new movie that came out to Netflix just last week or 2 weeks ago. Pretty good. It's an action mystery kind of a story. There's some fun action in it. There's some interesting mystery in it. It's set in Louisiana, which not a lot of movies are set in Louisiana, so maybe check it out just for that aspect alone. But it's pretty great. Pretty great. It's not quite what I expected. I'm going to be honest. I think I wanted more action than I got. But the action that there was really satisfying and good. So check it out. Rebel Ridge on Netflix. I'm not getting paid for this. Maybe I should. Are you going to try to build a bunker? There's already Lings out, dude. You can't build a bunker here. I think this SCV is just for body blocking. Yeah. So NoeL's like, raw, SCV will take all of your damage. And then nice jump on there from the Zerglings. One of the Marines dies. Once the Marines start dying, yeah, that's it. We done. So drones had to fight. Couple drones died there, yes, but I don't think that was worth it for NoeL. Was that 4 Marines and an SCV went down? I mean, yes, it's lost mining time. It's a weird timing attack. Took a page out of Royal's book for that one. As the Spire gets started in a macro hatch here too from Soma. Soma is one of the Zerg players that can make Mutalisks work. Mutaling on a mass scale, make them more effective than really they have any right to be. So we'll see if Soma goes into a lot of Mutalisks today, which is not that uncommon. I will say I will cast games every once in a while where the Zerg player stays on the Mutaling stage of this matchup for longer than you normally see, right? Usually in this game, On average, I would say in a game like this, you end up getting 5 to 6 mutas, you harass a little bit, you get a third base out in this bottom corner, you get into lurkers as fast as you can, and then you get a queen's nest and a hive, and you play from there. But, you know, sometimes Terrans have to be aware of this. Sometimes Zerg players really like Mutalisks, and they will send 100 mutas at you over the course of 5 minutes, and they'll have +1 attack and maybe +1 carapace, and it'll be really, really annoying to deal with, and you might even want to go into some Valkyries, which that game featuring action and scan, spoiler alert, has Valkyries in it too. So check it out, man. Scan's a monster. He's really good. He qualified for ASL. He's been good. He gives action one heck of a game. I'm not even going to tell you who won, but I'm telling you it's worth watching. If you like ZVT. Yeah, I did go through a time there where I cast a lot of PVT, didn't I? Not intentionally. I do try to split up the matchup types as the 3rd and 4th racks get fired up here from NoeL. But I got kind of on a big PVT thing, and I don't know. That's probably the least... Oh, there we go. There's the 3rd. Okay, so there's the 3rd hatch, which... Okay, +1 flyer. So you can defend the 3rd hatch with a ton of mutas or with lurkers. And at this stage, we're going to try to defend it with a ton of mutas. A little bit harder to do it, just because 2 lurkers at the top of the ramp, Marines are not going to bust it. But if you have Marines against mutas, it's a little bit of a dicier micro situation for these Mutalisks. Anyway, what was I talking about? 3rd bases, NoeL. Turret placement good. We got 2 turrets in the mineral line too. So yeah, we're taking this Mutalisk threat seriously. And there are 5 of them. So this is where you're like, okay, you know what? This feels like regular Mutalisk stuff. Great control from Soma, because what else do we expect from this guy? But how many more mutas are coming? You don't know. There was a scan, but I don't think the scan caught any of the Mutalisks coming out. So at this stage, you're like, okay, so it's 5 mutas. You're checking that, right? And then the mutas go away, and they're probably healing up a little bit, and you don't know if they're joining up with their buddies, because there are buddies. Where are they? Guys? Where did those other mutas? I guess they're popping out now. Huh, I thought I saw some more produced. There's no way he canceled them, right? That hurts. Canceling as Zerg means you lose an egg. It's brutal. Whereas it's Protoss and Terran, you cancel a unit or that's being produced, and it's just, you know, you lose some of the money and the resources you spent on it, but it doesn't hurt your production at all. So that's why we don't see Zerg cancel hardly ever for that reason. All right, so NoeL moving out. Scan, scan, scan. Scans here, scans here. He has to know about this, right? One of his previous scans probably saw that 3rd base. Lurker aspect is on the way, so there we go. So this is Soma being like, all right, I'm going to make a bunch of mutas. I'm going to get a queen's nest and a hive. The mutaflock will be big. It will have +1 attack, but we are definitely going into other stuff here. There's another scan. Trying to find out where the Zerg player is. This feels like him not knowing where Soma is, and that's concerning. Did we lose a couple mutas already? No, there's these guys. Oh, we lost a muta there. Yeah, he's trying to buy time for these Marines not to march up to that 3rd base and kill it before our lurkers are out. So, I mean, the good thing is they have to come up a ramp, and mutas at the top of the ramp kind of do okay against Marines. Less when they're in giant balls like this, and they have range. Ah, never mind. The Ling support comes in, and NoeL gets his initial group of Marines wiped out. It happens to the best of us. NoeL should not feel any shame from that. That happens. It happens to everybody, okay? All right. So hive is done from Soma here at 9 minutes. Defiler Mound, Adrenal probably should be the priorities here. There's your Defiler Mound and your Adrenal Glands once you actually totally have the resources for Adrenal, but instead, you're getting some Lurkers, which is understandable. You probably want some of those. That's another scan, and there we go. So there's an official scan that base exists, not that he can do much about it. Yeah, Zerglings are out checking for any ninja bases that maybe NoeL would have taken during all of this chaos. This is his version of a scan. Is sending Lings out for that. Okay, Adrenal, Soma, you're on the clock, bud. You got to get that Adrenal started sooner rather than later. Nidus, yep, Nidus is a higher priority than Adrenal at this stage to keep your 3rd base alive. Fine. I get that. Consume, fine. I get consume's probably more important too. But at some point here, we have got to get Adrenal started. It is. There it is. There's Adrenal. Hooray! Okay, Falcon will stop obsessing about Adrenal now. All right, +1 Mutas. We're not going to make any more of these. We might turn them into Guardians later. This is a DEFCON 1 replay that RJB sent in. DEFCON 1 is the highest level of DEFCON. Some people see DEFCON 1 and think, okay, so it's a low priority replay. Okay, got it. But no, DEFCON 1 is the highest. It's what Epic is. I love drops, though. You know how you deal with lurkers at the top of a ramp on a base you're trying to kill? Drop it. Drop it where the lurkers are not. Drop it like it's hot. Sorry, I'm a little bit sniffly. I've been under the weather a tiny bit the last couple days. I should be back to 100% by tomorrow, but... Anyway, Scourge on... one of the dropships gets killed by Scourge. Oh, Soma, you're so good at this. The Marines come in and try to get some guaranteed damage against these drones. Sniping a lurker down before he can burrow in. Classic stuff. Stim. This is big, actually. Soma getting his third base sort of riggedy wrecked is really problematic. He's not going to get the hatch. He's going to get wiped out here, but he's going to kill a bunch of these mutas. There we go. Like 3 or 4 mutas went down there. He left a Marine with the drone. We're dropping back in. And he's trying to muta stack on top of the Marines as they unload. Okay, the mutas are dying, but the Lings jump in and save the day there. This guy's got 6 kills. He's dead now, but he was Rambo for a minute there. Okay, drones died. Muta, yeah, 2 mutas remain. Muta's getting wiped out effectively there. That was a good drop for NoeL. No, he didn't kill a hatch, but he wants for some guaranteed damage, right? Some of the drones, those are going to die easy. A lurker died there too. These, I don't know what those guys are trying to do. That was probably a bad rally of some terrible, terrible misfortune. Is what it is. So our guy is SK turning like the best of them. Double, there we go. Science vessels have joined the party. Your Radiate's just about done. And a third base is getting scouted out and being constructed by Steve, the SCV. Here he is. Ultra, ooh, Soma does like his Ultras. There are some Zerg players that don't really ever go Ultralisk in this matchup. Soma is one that will go Ultralisks in this matchup. He tries to see if anybody is spotting him and coming up to defend this. Okay, Lurkers versus Scourge versus... Okay, Science Vessels versus Scourge. Science Vessels versus Lurkers. These are the engagements that matter right now. I'm going to supply block Soma, maybe a little bit. Okay, Lurkers die. New Lurkers join the party. This is how Zerg functions, everybody. They lose stuff, and then they replace it, and it's really frustrating to deal with if you're a Terran or a Protoss. Ah, Scourge down. Could not save that one. Plague, ooh, good Plague there. Science Vessel gets wiped out, and another one gets plagued. It's not incredible stuff here from Soma, but it is getting the ball rolling on weakening this giant ball of DPS, right? Very, very vulnerable to Plague as a result of the fact that they hit hard, but they are glass cannons. Okay, so third base, I mean, I don't know. You want to 3-base it here against a almost 4-basing Zerg? You're probably okay with this. Metasynaptic Node is coming in. The Marines are sitting at a 1-1 upgrade status. The Lings have Adrenal and 1 Carapace and no armor or no attack, which makes a ton of sense for sure. Okay, I was going to say, fight outside of Dark Swarm, bad. Going to Radiate on that Defiler, though. And NoeL's got to fall back a little bit. This group is hunting a little bit, just kind of pre-splitting against Plagues. This group's not too pre-split against Plague, but the rest of the buddies are. Yeah, so NoeL got 3 bases rolling, 57 SCVs to 44 drones, feeling pretty good about his spot here at 13 minutes. Adding Fire Bats into his later game composition to deal with all of these cracklings. The thing is, there are going to be Ultralisks here soon. Anabolic Synthesis is getting started. Yeah, Fire Bat inside the Dark Swarm. Get him. So you're going to need tons of Irradiates. D-Matrix on the Fire Bat. Comes in, tries to draw the Lurker attacks, but no, the Dark Swarm comes up. Not enough Fire Bats to actually kill the Lurks. So he's going to fall back here, but Irradiates are Irradiates. We love seeing good defensive matrix coming out of a Terran player who's up and coming like this. NoeL is showing he's got all the tools. If I didn't tell you this is NoeL, you'd have thought this was maybe light or something. He's doing drops. He's irradiating like crazy. Yeah, he lost a couple Science Vessels. Maybe just the one. His upgrades are good. He's got 2 attack now. He's working on +3 attack because +3 is the best you can do, right? Right. Another scan to reveal what's going on here. And he sees a Dark Swarm. He sees some cracklings. I mean, free cracklings are free, guys. I guess they're for scouting purposes, too, the other way. Okay, sound of consume happening. Just, yeah, not going into the Dark Swarm unless you absolutely need to, and you have a lot of fire bats in the mix. It's Battle Cruisers, everyone. Battle Cruisers are not an auto loss against a Terran player. Or against a Zerg player like this. Ooh, free Scourge. No, he didn't save the... Oh, I lost a Science Vessel because these guys didn't target fire the Scourge. Fire bats marching up. Is he... Are we... Oh, the Lurkers all die. He times it perfectly. He comes in. He tries to snipe the Knighties with a fire bat. And the Marine damage is really good here, too. What absolute chaos right now in the 4th base of Soma. Drones are going down all over the place. He could use a burrow, but 7 Ultras are in production. Is that enough to save? Great Plague. Mutas sniping off Science Vessels that have been plagued. Mutas getting killed by Marines that have been plagued. Holy crap, this is an absolutely insane situation here. The Matrix Ultralisks have now joined the party. It's just Marines and fire bats were radiating the Ultras, but now they're doing AoE damage to these Marines. And this base is dead, but I think everybody that the Terrans sent over here to kill it might be dead as well. These Ultras are the radiate plus the Marine DPS. Look at him positioning his medevacs in front so the Marines can't... Okay, the Marines just got rid of... Okay, so the Ultras can't jump right on top of the Marines, but good micro by Soma. Gets around the backside and is going to wipe this thing a whole thing out, and all of the medics are going to die too. And a 4th base attempted down here by NoeL, but unfortunately, some Lings do show up and try to take it down. They have +1 attack, and they are working on +2 attack with their Adrenal, but so far... so good. Oh, this game is great. Wow. The man's getting Yamato, too, for his BCs. Ah, free Science Vessels are free. Look, man, if you're playing SK Terran, your priority sort of needs to be keeping your Science Vessels alive. I don't know why I have to say this. It's hard to do is why I have to say this, right? If it was easy, everybody would keep their Science Vessels alive all of the time. I mean, Ultras are not invincible, right? They're dying. Irradiates hurt them. Bullets hurt them. Battle Cruiser shots are doing, I mean, 25 damage. Like 20 damage per shot on those Ultras. They're big swings, right? Big swings on the Ultras. What do we always talk about? And at least NoeL's repairing a Science Vessel. Well, this one. Maybe not this one. Who knows? Ah. Now this base. He's going to land it with Adrenal Leaks there again. Maybe lift it, though? Maybe lift it, though. Maybe, yes, you could probably save it, but lift it. Unnecessary damage is unnecessary. And free SCV is free. Alrighty then. Alright, Battle Cruisers on a move out. Are they on their own? Are they going to try to set up... Oh, this guy, he tried to go on an alone mission, didn't he? Probably had a friend, and that friend probably died, too. Ooh, Scourge picking off... Or Marines picking off Scourge as they're flying back and forth between the top right and the bottom right. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Okay, gotta repair this command center. Looking good. Battle Cruiser. Look, man, if you can take Soma to 20 minutes in a TVZ, you're good. I don't care what else you're doing in your life. You're a good StarCraft player. End of discussion. So this NoeL guy, he did qualify for SSL 1. There's the plague. It's just, I don't know. We've seen this story before. You plague them, you wipe them out, one battle cruiser dies. Didn't want to wait for that plague to take as much HP off it as it was going to. Okay, you're attacking drones inside Dark Swarm, dude. All right, well, we have a follow-up. That's good. They're going to move up here, kill a bunch of Zerglings. Immediate defensive Dark Swarm comes up. Fire bats inside the Dark Swarm. Plague doing some serious work here, too. Stop attacking stuff inside the Dark Swarm. Battle Cruiser dies. Science Vessels, one connection, but... Oh, that was good. That was good defense. One connection, but not more than that. Huge. Huge, 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 huge micro there from NoeL. 182 to 99 supply now. I mean, look, when you're making Marines, it's easy to get a ton of supply. There's another sick plague. Ooh. And then an irradiated Ultralisk coming through to mow through your dudes. No! Oh, Radiate wore off. He gets them all anyway, though, with single target attack, because Plague Marines are made out of the tissue paper. Sure, we'll attack down this way, go after a 5th base attempt of Soma's, completely wipe that sucker out with Stim and +3 attack and +1 armor. Okay, Hatchery's killed. It's a good way to take down a Zerg. Bam, so now it's 4 base to 4 base. 56 to 50 workers in favor of NoeL. He's macroing his absolute face off right now. Dark Swarmling Ultra is the answer to Marines and always has been and will be for all eternity. Irradiate Ultralisks. Get behind the mineral line, boys. Got him. Ultralisk down. That Ultra hiding inside the Dark Swarm. How much damage is left on this Irradiate? Combined with the damage taken from Marines, is it enough to kill him? The answer seems to... I'm going to go with yes. And it was. So the Irradiate plus the damage already sustained was enough to kill that Ultralisk. There's a drone here who just wants to build a hatchery. He's fighting, though. And now he's going to die. Dude, this is... Okay, more Irradiates. More Science Vessels coming in all the time. Skrrr. Bam. Science Vessel sniped. 4 bases here from NoeL. Putting this SCVs to work would be good. Got bunkers up against just Ling, smaller Ling Ultra attacks without any Dark Swarm. If there's a Dark Swarm that comes over here, and like, for example, this dude, that's when things get tough. This has been an absolute banger. I mean, our guy, Yamato kills it, and the battlecruiser stays alive. RJB is never wrong about the bangers, man. Okay, but seriously, though, where's the Dark Swarm? You're just sacking Lings for absolutely nothing. It's a 7-kill battlecruiser. He's not doing too bad for himself. He could kill some of these drones, except he's getting, like, I think he was told to attack. Oh, he's going to run into these Scourge. Well, that wasn't the greatest of thoughts. There's the Dark Swarm. There are the Ultralisks. The bunkers do end up falling here. Push up this way, though. D-Matrix on this Marine. Irradiated Ultralisk taking all sorts of hits. NoeL is going to win this game, you guys. I cannot believe this. He is playing super well. This 4th base did get busted through, though. Command Center going to die, but I think the 4th base of Soma is going to die as well. They sniped the Nidus. Took some time to do it. These drones are getting massacred. Having to invest in spores kind of sucks because they're not good against the basic Marine SK Terran stuff, right? Yeah, I mean, this is it. We got Lings rolling into the natural base. A bunch of SCVs are dying here, too. Cracklings against SCVs is not a fair fight. Hatchery down. New base coming up right side here by Soma, but he doesn't have anything else going for him right now. This base lands. 4th base lands for NoeL. It is 140 to 81 supply. It's been worse for Soma in this game with the D-Matrix Fire Bat. Got him. Ultra down. Ultra's down. How is the Science Vessels count so high? So many Science Vessels have died today, and yet there are still 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 Science Vessels in the sky. It's got to be production-based. Okay, so another Ultralisk with the 4th base causing issues. This Ultra's going to come down. 14 kills on this beefy boy. He's going to die, but my goodness, he was cost-effective. And now Soma, he's at 38 drones, and sure, he's got 4 bases. Dude, the Fire Bat D-Matrix plays. Look at this guy go. 9 kills. 9 kills. 10 kills. He's in here somewhere. Oh, he's attacking a spore. Why are you attacking a spore, you weirdo? 31 to 44 workers now. Scourge out to try to deal with these Science Vessels. If the Science Vessels could just die, then maybe this will work for Soma, he says. He's throwing up additional bunkers. Come on, NoeL. Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing for newcomers. We always need new blood in StarCraft. The game's 25 years old, for heaven's sakes. Yeah, little group, no Dark Swarm, no Ultras. This Ultra's running into the natural base. Get inside the bunker, guys. There you go. Gets inside the bunker. That could have gone a lot worse. This was pretty well held too, and that's a GG. As, yes, he does march over here and shut down that. I guess it's a 3rd base now for Soma. takes it out, and bam, 127 supply of just sheer Terran there. Wow. What an absolutely crazy, insanely good TVZ there. That was non-stop. That was aggressive. Noah showed up with an SCV and 6 Marines to start this game and killed a bunch of drones and really put Soma on the back foot. The science vessel count was good enough. He lost science vessels today, but he was producing well. His 3rd base was at a good time. His 4th base was at a good time. Soma never had 5 functioning bases, and that's not going to work out. The drop was also really good. The battle cruisers worked. The battle cruiser curse is broken. I mean, it's been broken, right? It's like Queens versus Mech. It works, just not as often as maybe warrants it being tried all that much. But the pros disagree. They still keep doing this. They still keep making BCs. They still keep making Queens against Mech. Anyway, I am bit under the weather, as you could have told from this cast. But okay, so this is NoeL, you guys. Bookmark NoeL's name in your brain. When you see another NoeL game, don't be like, "Who's this NoeL guy?" That's not that's not our favorite Terran player, Light. That's not Last. That's not Rush. No, it's not. It's NoeL. He's great. He took down Soma here on Radeon in a 25-minute macro game. That is not easy to do for anyone. So guy wins 181,000 points, 180,000 points here, outproducing Soma. Soma outproduced him, rather, but the outkill here is pretty substantial as well. Pretty even on that stage. 12 to 7 buildings raised, and then the outspend here by Soma was about 7,000 resources in 24 minutes, which is just about enough. But as usual, the future of the game is what matters here. All the bases were dead. Soma was knocked down to a main base and a natural that were probably mined out, and it was 4 bases rolling. A lot of SCVs died for Soma, but he had for NoeL, but he had enough rolling to make it work in the long run, and he did. And he did. Awesome. Like an absolutely fantastic display of TVZ there. Terran gets the win. The underdog takes it, and now we know NoeL. He's been introduced to us. We will get more of him on the channel this week and next week, promise. Okay. So anyway, that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.